EGM Network.
Kriske business here to play. Jesse, Kim, and Rita Slay. Cock-a-doodle do's and don'ts today. Turn it up, we'll laugh away.
Hey, welcome to Kriske Business.
That's definitely the better intro.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
So hip and cool, you know?
Very hip and cool. Yes. Welcome to Kriske Business. A Texas man posing as a representative for an NBA player stole diamond jewelry worth about $770,000 from a Tiffany store, according to police. Jathan Gilder.
Does he have a lisp?
Jaythan Gilder. 32 appeared late last month at a Tiffany store in the Mall of Millennium in Orlando, claiming he was there to negotiate a purchase on behalf of a Orlando Magic basketball player. Well, they took him back to the VIP room in the jewelry store, and he jumped out of his seat, grabbed the jewelry, bolted for the door. A fight ensued, but they couldn't apprehend him, so he got away in his car using store and mall surveillance video, a network of public safety cameras, and LPRs, those license plate readers.
Oh, yes.
Police identified a 2024 Mitsubishi Highlander as the suspected getaway vehicle. This guy, Gilder Jathan, who was alone in the vehicle, swallowed several items as he was being taken into custody.
Ooh,
Yeah.
painful.
Yeah, I'd say so. Now, while in custody at county lockup, Gilder reportedly spontaneously asked the jailers, "Am I going to be charged with what's in my stomach?"
Oh, Jathan.
Earlier, while he was in the rear of the FHP Cruiser, a trooper heard him say, "I should have thrown them out the window."
Who do we think went digging for those jewels?
Oh, boy. Must have a rock-hard stomach, right? Oh, my God.
It's not his first time. He's also been charged in numerous other jewelry heists, from a $130,000 theft at a Houston business to a pawn shop smash and grabs.
Wow.
This guy learning his lesson the hard way.
Talk about poop and gold.
Or diamonds, yeah.
What bozo is just like, oh, you're here for the Orlando Magic. Come on back. You know, seems like you would have to have some sort of credentials or something. Maybe he did. I don't know. That's a hard pill to swallow.
You know, you can't profile these days. You get in trouble for that.
Oh, God, you're right. Jathan.
Jathan. My name's Jathan.
Like Mike Tyson named him or something. Jathan.
Last week, we talked about messages in the bottle. And Erita, you had an interesting story.
Yeah, so I told everybody last week that I've had this message in a bottle sitting on my bookshelf for years and years. It's Adam's, it's my husband's, which previously was his grandpa's. So I did a little research after our last show and your fun story about having the message in a bottle. I went home and grabbed it. So the bottle actually says it's a Guinness product. It was a 1959 bottle drop to celebrate their bicentennial. Apparently in 1759 is when Guinness was founded. Let me read a little bit about it for you.
All right.
Okay.
So the managing director of Guinness, Mr. A.W. Fawcett, he was known for his unusual sales promotions and publicity stunts. They had an original bottle drop in the summer of 1954 where they did 50,000 bottles. And then it was such a huge success that in 1959 they did 150,000 specially embossed bottles. They were dropped from 30 freighters in the Atlantic to be targeted to make landfall on the eastern seaboard of the USA and Canada. There are a few number of documents in there. It's not just one message. It actually contains a colorful certificate from the office of King Neptune. Yep, Jesse's got it up on screen. There's a little booklet recounting the story of Guinness and a special gold color Guinness label that's attached to the instructions on how to turn this bottle into a table lamp. And of course, there is a promotional advertisement for Ovaltine.
Oh my God.
Health, strength, and vitality. Drink your Ovaltine.
Oh my
Reminds me
God.
of Christmas
The
story.
Christmas Howdy Doody told them.
Drink your Ovaltine.
Oh my gosh.
So 50 years later, they're still having, these pop up. People are still finding them on beaches. So I'll have to get the story, see if my mother-in-law Sandra knows the story and if this actually did wash up or if it, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming it washed up if he's got it. They all went out into the ocean. So, but yeah.
Cool. Little advertising
Story of
campaign.
my bottle.
Yeah.
Yes, don't forget your
Little Guinness
Ovaltine.
promotion. Don't forget your Ovaltine. So that was
That's
fun.
really cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. Important health warning issued to women who, quote, don't have sex often. This is from the Daily Mail. I didn't write this, ladies. This says researchers found that females between the ages of 20 and 59 who had sex less than once a week were at a 70% increased risk of death within 5 years.
Fake news.
Yeah,
Some
this
man
is
wrote
such
this.
bullshit.
Fake
Yes.
news. Oh, I don't have a pin.
I gotcha.
Bullshit. Oh, bullshit, not just bull.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's a man wrote that for sure.
70%? That's a big number. I don't believe it.
It is. Well, alarmingly, the reverse phenomenon was seen in men. Those who had the most sex were most at risk of early death. Team concluded that in women, at least, sexual expression, blah, 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 is an essential component of both physical and mental health.
You're going to die early then.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Interesting. Little tidbit there.
Wow.
Tidbit.
I feel like that was like I feel like that was an intentional story from the husband.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not letting Adam watch this show.
A woman has gone viral for what she found in a drawer at her grandma's house. Grandma apparently getting a little freaky. So this is from worldstar.com. She's cleaning out her grandmother's house, and there you see this business card for Dr. Dan. And if you read can you guys read that?
No, my old eyes can't read it.
Okay. Expert, plain and fancy fucking. I'm going to say it and I'm going to write it
Oh,
down.
Jesse said a no-no word.
Evenings by appointment only. So it looks like this guy was a male
Escort.
male escort.
Cut rate to party of 6 or more.
That's yeah.
This
Yeah,
guy
there's
was
still
eating
more
his
on that,
Ovaltine, right?
Virgins
Jesus.
treated gently. Oh.
Yeah,
What else does this say?
Spinsters satisfied. Extra attention given to neglected married women. Widows a specialty.
Oh.
And on the back of the card, this is the real treat. There's his price list.
Time limits. Per hour, $37.50.
Let's read some of those out loud for
All
our
right.
people who aren't watching the podcast but listening.
All right. Plain insertion, $20. With caresses, that's an extra $7.
Inverted positions.
$22.50.
He's really line-itemed it out here.
Yeah, I don't know what year this is from, but I'm thinking his prices might have gone up since then.
Here's my favorite. Dog fashion with barking and yelping.
Oh my God, how much is it?
$25. $22.50 if you just want dog fashion. If you want the barking and the yelping, $2.50 more. A tongue bath. Ooh, now we're getting expensive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Muff dive is $100.
Stop it. A muff dive.
Now listen though, time limits, you get him all night, 12 hours for $150.
Well, that's just stupid. Why
Well,
would
I
you
know
do
what
it?
I should be charging now.
Well, is he?
What's inflation on this?
No, is he just staying the night, or does that 150 include the muff dive, the dog style, and the insertion?
Well, he's got time limits.
yeah.
Per hour, $37.50. All night, that's 12 hours. That's $150.
Now, do we think that's titty chewing?
I think so.
Titty chewing.
Oh,
Oh, the P word's on there. The French tickler.
oh my goodness.
325.
Let's hang out with this guy. His
Finger
pricing-
diddle, the finger diddle, and he is Vaseline if needed. He charges $125, $1.25
for the Vaseline.
for the Vaseline.
Good.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, is condoms on there, or is this too late?
No, I'm not seeing that.
No.
Do we know? Was there a year on this card?
Not
Jess?
a year that I could tell.
I mean,
Not
it's
that I
kind of
could tell.
old and yellowed. It looks old, but
Yeah.
who
What are you
knows?
talking about?
The card too, yeah. I don't know what year that's from, but it's held out. Granny took good care of it in her drawer.
Granny.
Doctor, give me
Dr.
the blues.
Dan.
I gotta. Wow, that was really cool. We should post that on our Facebook page so men know what the going rate is now.
I can see Granny with her bottle of Guinness and Dr. Dan
Doing a muff dive.
doing the muff dive.
Oh, that was great, Jesse.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Good story.
good job. How do
All
you
right.
follow that?
Well, I think we're going to follow it with some cockadoodle do's and don'ts.
Ooh, something happens here.
It's time for
French tickler?
Cockadoodle do's
Something.
and don'ts.
So this is just a little update on the kitty. We got him New Year's Day, Mr. Whiskey, and I reported a couple weeks ago how he and Poncho, the Frenchie, were getting along so extremely well. It's actually pretty funny. They're like really dependent on each other. So yeah, I've got some photos. Look at them snuggling. They are always touching each other or just playing. Isn't this cute? Poncho upside down and his tongue's hanging out, and the cat's just biting him.
Poncho loves
hugging.
his Kiki.
So it really is. It's like become a cat for Poncho. It's Poncho's pet.
That is a cool cat.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is a pretty cool cat. So
That is cool.
we were very apprehensive about bringing a cat in just because we're a dog family. I don't even know how to take care of cats. And what if the dogs didn't like the cat? That could have been a big problem. But clearly, they're besties.
They are.
That is really
They are
cute.
So just a
getting along very
little
well.
update. Isn't that cute? Their paws touching.
Oh, they're holding hands.
They're holding hands. Yeah, he's adorable. So
That is cute.
Whiskey's doing well.
That is cute.
Does Anna even hang out with Whiskey, or is he too busy with
She
Poncho?
does. She'll get jealous because if she's hanging out in her room and the cat's not out there and he's out with us, she'll come scoop him up and bring him back and snuggle on him and stuff. But he shares his time amongst everybody. He's pretty good. I'm happy with the cat, which I would never thought I would have ever said.
Well, good. Whiskey on the Kriske business.
Whiskey business.
Very
Yes.
cool. Very cool. Well, stay tuned. We might have time for the #1 Florida place with the strangest name. But first, I've got a surprise edition of...
It's time for What Are These Kids Saying?
Ooh.
It's been a hot minute since we've done one of these.
It's been a long time, yes. So, I found this article from 1954 about teen slang.
Dr. Dan might have written it.
He might have.
With his Guinness bottle in 59. Jeez, we're just
right.
going back in time today.
We are. In 1954, what do you girls think Cool Jonah meant for teens?
Cool
This is teen
Jonah.
slang from 1954. Yeah, Cool Jonah.
I think it means chill out.
And this is from the Northwest News in Bethany, Oklahoma, January 1954.
Cool it, Jonah. Cool, Jonah.
You think chill out?
In Oklahoma, who knows?
Who knows, right?
The incest is best type area. So
I was thinking it was something from like
red.
a boy band or something, like the Beatles or something. Cool Jonah. I don't know.
you're thinking, my name is Jonas. Da, 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 ma-na-na, da, da.
No, that's definitely not what I was thinking.
No.
I don't know. What is it,
A
Jess?
cool Jonah is a well-dressed kid.
Ooh, my drip is on fire.
Oh my goodness.
Nice one.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. George. What do you think a George was
George.
in 1954?
I'm going to say like a downer. Don't be a George.
Don't be a George.
I don't know. Everything in my head is about Dr. Dan now. A George, I think it might have been a muff dive. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe a Peter. Who knows?
Oh,
Well, no,
John
no.
Paul Ringo?
Are we bleeping out muff dives?
Yeah, I think so.
Quit saying it.
I didn't know. I just saw him scratching so much down. All right, I'll stop
know
that.
if we can play it on the radio. I'm gonna do it anyway. But all right, so George is
Impossible.
Oh,
Impossible.
wrong button.
Impossible. Impossible.
Does it mean get a new producer?
It might. And if you do, pay him some money.
Money.
George.
George is money in 1954.
Like a Benjamin. George.
Spooning your scarf. What do you think spooning your scarf meant in 1954 slang?
I don't want you to have to edit it out, so I won't say it.
Women wore scarves around their heads, right? Spooning their scarf. Oh, I don't know.
Spooning your scarf meant eating your food. Eating your food.
Like scarfing it down.
okay.
Not the clothing item.
Maybe that's where scarfing it down
Scarf.
first came.
Scarf.
All
God,
right.
this show, is it not educational?
I mean, if you don't learn something after this 25 minutes of us sitting in these seats, I can't imagine.
I don't know why. You said a foo. If somebody said you said a foo fad, what do you think that is?
Cuss word.
Oh, we'll go with that.
Yeah, you're right. You said a bad word. That's right.
Ooh,
I know my cuss
bad.
words.
You do. I dig you.
I like you.
Yeah.
Kind of. It means I understand. Yeah, I dig you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
dig it.
All
Ja
right.
feel.
I dig it.
Ja def feel.
Yeah.
And if you've been had, what do you think it said in this newspaper here?
You've been had.
Like, you got worked.
You got.
Yeah, you got.
That might be it. In this newspaper, it said a great calamity has been struck.
Wow.
Great calamity has struck. Been had.
Been had.
So
I think you got.
I think we were on the right track. Yeah.
yeah, I think you got it.
Cool.
All right.
Hey, I wanted to address something.
Yeah.
Dress. Our friend Callie.
Oh, yeah, very
She got
nice.
us these.
Nice shirts.
That was just to show off my breast. Yes, I have a
okay.
shirt on too.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Callie got us these.
Yes, thank you, Callie.
I love them. They're perfect.
I love that they're green. They match the studio. I mean, come on.
Match my shoes.
Shoes. Oh, I got some green on today too. Oh,
Oh,
there we
nice.
go. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there.
There we go.
Now, just in case anyone,
There we go. See,
there
we matched the blankets and
Yeah.
the pillows.
It really does.
I mean,
Thank you, Callie. That was so
thank you
thoughtful.
for being our #1 fan,
And we got to give a shout out to Tommy. How you doing, Tommy?
Tommy boy.
And also, you guys, Aunt Sally, she watched the show.
Yes.
And she had some more critiques, but
Oh, I'm sure she did.
yes, I mean we're getting there. She did say, "Do you get recognized out in public?"
You do at the pharmacy, right? You have a fan at the pharmacy.
Yeah, I guess my pharmacist.
I mean, that's a true story. He knew your podcast.
Yes.
You didn't have to tell him.
That's
I don't
true.
think it's
Wait a
ever
minute.
happened to me.
You did have to tell him, didn't you?
No, he wanted to know about my Kim Possible trivia.
Oh.
He was like a real fan and recognized her at the pharmacy.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been from Balloon Girl #2 also. You
I
know,
thought it was 3. Are we just moving up in the world now?
I don't know. You know, I've been seeing myself all over the place lately. It's tough.
She was in My Girl.
We are everywhere. We are everywhere.
He can't see without his glasses. Okay. Sorry.
So somebody's listening.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Callie. Thank you for
Yes,
thinking of
thank
us.
you, Callie.
Yeah. That's really cool. All right. Unfortunately, we're out of time. We can't get to the Florida #1 place with the strangest name, but we do have time for Kim Possible trivia.
Impossible.
God.
Impossible. 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 Trivia.
All right. Eric has left the building. Not the building, but the room at least. And we're going to get to trivia.
Well,
Kim, what you
last
got for me?
week, you guys collectively only got one question right. So it's because I think you guys are so smart. That was, my mistake.
Overestimated our intelligence.
Absolutely. So I dumbed it down for you this week.
Oh, can't wait. All right.
We'll see how you do. I gotta put a JA here and keep the score. All right, Jesse. What is Prince Harry's wife's name?
Prince Harry's wife. I think he's the one that split apart with the royal family. His wife's name is Meghan.
The slogan, think outside the bun. Who is that?
Think outside the bun. That is Taco Bell.
What is traditionally eaten in the United States for St. Patrick's Day?
St. Patrick's Day, you eat corned beef and cabbage.
Like how we dumb these down? Okay.
Yeah.
Fred and Wilma Flintstone have a neighbor, Barney.
Mm-hmm.
What's his last name?
Barney's last name is Rubble.
Extra point if you can name his wife.
It's Fred and Wilma, and it's Barney and God, what is her name? I don't know.
I'm not going to tell you.
It's been so long, I don't know.
Okay. What was the name of the movie that Eminem starred in?
Oh, it was Betty Rubble. Betty Rubble. And the name of the movie Eminem starred in is called 8 Mile.
What establishments have no windows or clocks?
Is this one of your riddles like last week?
No, this is an actual
This
question.
is a real factual question. What establishments have no windows and no clocks? Is that right?
That's correct.
I don't know. I don't know who would have no windows. Why don't we go with a photographer's, a green room and the photographer,
Okay.
the red room. I don't know. I have no idea. That one. That was tough.
What's the name of the famous clock tower in London?
The famous clock tower. Oh, that's Big. Hey, kids, it's Big Ben.
All right, I've got one more, and it's for a tiebreaker because I figured these questions were so easy I'd need one.
Yeah, you might.
Okay, I'll get Erta.
Well, wait, aren't you going to do a tiebreaker?
Oh, now? Okay.
You can't do it with her in the room.
All right, Jesus. You hear how he yells at me? Maybe I need to call Dr. Dan. What acid gives citrus fruits their distinguished sharp flavor?
What acid? Citric acid. I'm guessing.
Well, that's a guess.
All right.
Okay, back.
All right. All right, Kim's going to get Erita. And I can tell you that local radio is pretty much dead, right? Local radio. Where else are you going to find anything local here on the Treasure Coast, except right here on the EGM network? Like, subscribe, follow us. YouTube, Facebook, Vimeo, EGM network. We're on 107.9 on the weekends. And this is local radio produced by local people, local content. We're all local. So support your local radio station here, EGM network.
Local, bruh.
That's right.
Yeah, bro, that's totally gnarly. Erita, are you ready?
Yes.
I was telling Jess that, I went a little crazy last week and gave you some hard questions, so I dumbed them down this week.
Oh, great. Dum-dums.
Alrighty. What is Prince Harry's wife's name?
Megan.
Think outside the bun. Slogan for whom?
Subway?
What is traditionally eaten in the United States on St. Patty's Day?
Oh God, I can't think of it. Let me come back to that.
All right. Fred and Wilma Flintstone, they have a neighbor, Barney. What's his last name?
Rubble.
Extra point if you can name his wife.
Fred and Wilma, Barney, and what is her name? I don't know.
What was the name of the movie that Eminem starred in?
Oh God. I don't know. Never watched it. I know the movie, but I didn't know.
What establishments have no windows or clocks?
Casinos.
What is the name of the famous clock tower located in London?
Bell Clock Tower? I I don't know. Bell clock tower. That does not sound right at all.
It has a good ring to it.
Yeah.
Get it? This was the tiebreaker. What acid gives citrus fruits their distinguished sharp flavor?
Citric acid?
Bingo. All right.
Oh, okay. So back to what do we eat on St. Patrick's Day? It's
You just drink green
the
beer.
soup. It's the weird vegetable with the sausage, and it doesn't taste like anything. God, I can't think of it. It's not coming to me.
All right, you guys. That's it.
All right. How
Let's
do I do?
see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right.
All right.
Let's go through these. Prince
Yeah.
Harry's wife, her name is Meghan. Think outside the bun. Erita Kane, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, my fave.
Jesse got both those correct. What do we eat on St. Patty's Day? Corned beef and
Corned
cabbage.
beef and cabbage. I kept thinking cauliflower. Cabbage was not coming to me.
You both got Barney Rubble correct. Jesse got the bonus point for Betty.
Betty.
The name of the movie that Eminem starred in, 8 Mile.
Okay.
Jesse got that correct. The establishments with no windows and no clocks. Jesse said a photography studio. There's nothing else he could think of. Erita got it correct with casinos. What's the name of the clock tower? It is Big Ben.
Big Ben.
And the tiebreaker, not needed, was citric acid. So,
right.
with the score of 7.5 to 2, Jesse has won the
Those
trivia.
were fun.
All right.
Those were fun.
Hey, do you
times,
guys know
everybody.
Pebble's boyfriend's name?
Bam Bam.
Okay.
All right.
Betty. Okay.
All right, robot it up here, girl.
Oh. I think I did the robot at the last Downtown Friday.
Oh, you did. You did.
Uh-huh.
Just the three of us were in the dance floor.
Mm-hmm.